Why was the question in my head. All my life I grew up without my father and couldn't count how many times I thought about why he was never here with me and my family. I saw the struggles my mother went through to raise her 4 children, the worries and the non-stop working in order to provide her kids with the things they needed. Although I hated my dad for all this, I would stay in class hearing all the little kids talk about their fathers and secretly envy them, for they had something I never would. He left when I was very small and had no memories of him. I would just listen as my brothers and sisters talked about him and acted like I didn't care, but truly I did. It made me even more mad because they at least had a memory, but I had nothing and decided that was the way I wanted to keep it. When he called, I refused to speak to him and got angry because I couldn't understand how my brothers and sisters could talk to him so easily and forget his abandonment. I hated when anybody mentioned him because to me, he was a stranger I never wanted to meet. I always held that grudge because to me it was definitely more than saying sorry. I should have been there. At this point in life, I have communicated with him through phone a couple of times and am happy with the decision I made. I still remember the first time I decided to speak to him. That moment when I heard his voice and realized that was the man I hated for abandoning me, for not being there as I took my first steps or lost my first teeth. He was the man that gave me life, but yet was the most absent from it. I still remember the goosebumps I had throughout my body as I heard his voice and the tears that ran down my face. All the questions I had planned to ask him slowly turned into silence. I couldn't talk, and all that anger I had within me started to fade. Although it was not easy and it took many years, it was a life-changing moment. The moment I decided to forgive my father. It was very difficult to accept how a 5-letter word can cover up so much pain, but I was finally able to realize just how important forgiving someone could be. It was being able to let things go and to accept the way things happened. It was being able to see the imperfections as humans have and being able to forgive their mistakes. I realized I had always been dwelling on what I didn't have instead of the things I did. I have learned to move on and to appreciate everything I do have, like my family and friends. But in order to live a peaceful life, you must first learn how to forgive, and this I believe.